So, time to claim my reward.
Good. You're finally here.
Don't care.
Been waiting.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Oh, it was there. I killed the dragon. Maybe something called a dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you know about the dragonborn?
When the dragon died, I sucked its soul.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
Who are the Greybeards?
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
And what would they want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
I did.
That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar.
Excellent.
This hasn't happened in centuries, at least.
Well, if they're going to provide me free training, I'm going to take them up on it.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn.
I don't like you.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Also, I sucked a dragon's soul. Not normal, I don't think.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business.
They want to provide free training, I assume.
Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue?
Sure.
You better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards.
But...
It's a tremendous honor.
But about my reward.
I envy you, you know.
You know.
Climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once.
No, enough of that. What about my reward?
High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder if the Greybeards even notice what's going on.
Sure. No. Hey.
They haven't seemed to care
reward.
Before.
I would very much prefer.
No matter. Go to High Hrothgar.
Jarl, I don't relish saying it this way.
Service for me in my city,
oh.
Dragonborn.
Thank you.
By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl.
I'm not displeased.
From my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we?
No, of course not.
We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Sophie's not here. Still, that seemed unlikely to happen. Glad it did, though. Jarl, your axe is bad, and you should feel bad about it. Let's see. Looks like I'm properly equipped. While I'm here, I'll avail myself of your arcane enchanter.
Like the rest of the great warriors?
But I really actually don't care that much.
seems this
Farengar.
damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passion.
What have you got for
Spells and
sale?
incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
I think if I'm a dragonborn, probably best that I... No, what have you got for
So,
sale?
you wish to master the arcane arts?
I said that already. If I am dragonborn, it's best I learn how... well... how to use magic a little bit better. I have only limited experience with it. So, calming emotions doesn't seem likely something I'd want. A familiar couldn't hurt. Having my opponents flee sounds like a good idea. I do appreciate the idea of setting up traps. Healing my allies is something I've always been particularly interested in. Okay. Also, being able to summon a light when necessary sounds good. I think that'll do me for now. It's enough to practice with. And as for things that you might like, don't have much use for these. And I've read this one already.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
There's a college in Winterhold. I may do so. As I've said, if I'm some sort of fabled hero, I really would like as much help in what I do as I could get. Okay, let's see. No. I would like... there. I'd like to be as effective as I can. Are you Lydia?
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
What are your duties as housecarl?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
Finally, someone who'll do an appropriate job of guarding and protecting me. Sophie, she gets the job done, but she does it with disturbing sexual innuendos. Lydia, follow me.
Lead the way.
Also, she's kind of lost at the moment. Hope you have a horse, Lydia. Sophie does. That, or particularly quick feet. Okay. More things to sell. To Belethor.
Welcome to Belethor's General Goods. Welcome indeed.
Actually. Hi. How strange. I think it's actually better if I sell to the blacksmith first. So I imagine she'll give me a better deal on the things that she trades.
Already have been told you're not allowed here.
Well met, traveler.
Back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
But, of course, she's not here. So in we go.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Sure. Why don't we talk about what you have for sale?
Protect yourself or deal some damage.
Mostly looking to stuff my pockets. Yeah, I know this is a symbol and all, but let's just make it a symbol of my wealth. Excellent.
Good doing business with you.
And you, Sophie. So glad you caught up. Lydia, I really should have given you some of those things before I sold them.
This war is bad for business.
Got all kinds.
War is bad for business for a housecarl. Seems unlikely to me. Why is there a shield on the ground? Okay.
Got something?
Now we sell to you, Belethor.
Give a hop. Everything's for sale, my friend.
Yes.
Trinkets, odds and ends.
But what'll you
that
give me
sort of
for the
thing.
things I have? You pay well for dragon bones and scales, I see. I'm quite all right with that. I'll hold on to the things that might be better sold to the alchemist next door. Very good. Still peddling junk, I see. Fine.
Do come back.
Sure will. And sell to the alchemist.
Stock of potions and alchemy reagents. Pardon me, but do I detect...
What have
So
you got
you're
for
interested
sale?
in my potions and ingredients?
I'm really not today. No.
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
I'm interested in selling you. Everything I can get you to buy. There you are. Enjoy.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Now, I believe we were in the process of going to get trained by some graybeards. Also springing the obvious trap that we got in that letter. But the graybeards first. That seems like quite a trip, though. Consult the map. Which way should we go? Ah. Head around the mountain. We'll go to the north of it. Would not want to have to pass through Helgen again. It's just depressing. This trip is much nicer mounted. Okay, Sophie, you're over there. Lydia, bringing up the rear. Glad I'm so well defended. And over here we have a battle.
What was that?
Including... an Atronach.
Nobody here now.
Now, how inconvenient for me. Fire salts fetch a high price. I was actually being a little sarcastic when I said how inconvenient it was for me. But I shouldn't have been, because that is actually quite inconvenient. My horse is back over this way. Sophie, you really shouldn't have dismounted your horse. I do have to admit, though, traveling by foot, it does provide more opportunity for training. After all, I just bought all those spells that I could be using. I suppose I can train my archery. Ah. The perfect target. If she dares ask for a toll again. Ah, but look at the stars. Lovely. Not as clear-cut as they sometimes are. It's a difficult task, selecting how the stars will play out. Nah. I think, perhaps, it pays to be well defended. They need to stock these mountains with more game, I think. Or I suppose we could tell stories. Or could, if you'd keep up. Have to say, though, Lydia is winning. There we go. And I missed. I feel bad about how bad I am at that. But there's plenty of room for improvement. really quite awful at this, aren't I? Ugh. Finally. Okay. Let's continue, hopefully get larger game. Head around this way. Okay. Having a hard time aiming at the moment. Who are you? Oh, a fool, I see. Of course.
Have you ever read The TheLethean made? It sounds like my kind of book.
I told you before, I have.
Female doesn't mean I can't enjoy a nice classic piece of literature. I've heard it's quite intellectually stimulating.
Intellectually.
Actually, I just heard it was stimulating. Although I don't think it was the intellectual kind.
Now, where did my horse wander to? Horse. You really mustn't wander so far. Though it is interesting that you found a hideout. Appears bandits live there. But we're on a journey. We have goals in mind. Meet the Greybeards. Have them give us phenomenal power. Rule Skyrim, perhaps, as the last step? Hard to tell. We'll play it by ear. Okay. This way, I believe. I think we need to go to Ivarstead first. Glad there are signs. I'm betting this is the way the path goes. Seems not to be well traveled, though, considering the amount of grass growing on it. Oh. Oh, that's quite a beast.
If you know any true sons and daughters,
Saber cat.
tell them to head to Windhead.
Gods.
Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Okay, so now it seems we've been recruited both by the Stormcloaks and the Imperial Legion. Don't think it likely I'll join either side.
I always open up for you. I mean, to you.
Didn't really sound any better the second time, Sophie. Perhaps you should, well, either try a little harder or a little less hard. Oh, a troll. No horse. No. Excellent. Troll fat does sell. Ah, Nirnroot. Not really worth picking up, except to stop the annoying sound. Dead storm cloaks. Too bad about the storm cloaks, really. But they had this book. Armor. Don't much care for heavy armor myself. Attacks near the river. Support. Wolves. More's the pity. So, Greybeard. As a term, to me at least, it doesn't really inspire confidence.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again?
Not today.
So, here we are.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some surprise?
Oh, no.
I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day.
Bear. Really, horse? Horse. Oh, oh, oh. Grab it before it falls. Ooh. Worth it. Okay. Horse, I would really appreciate it if you did not rush into combat. Sophie, when did you learn to cast? I mean, you told me about going to school, college of...
I don't get why people worship the gods. What have they ever done for us mere mortals?
Oh,
Nothing.
quite a bit,
Like
really.
Money, free booze, and more free booze, and did I get it? No. Instead, I got a hangover and a huge hole in my pocket where my money used to be.
Sophie, come now. The gods give us life and keep the storms from sinking our ships and, I don't know, other godly things. Horse, stay at the bottom of the mountain. I don't want you dying. No, actually, I just got bored of walking myself. Okay, horse. It is important to me that you not die. Primarily because I spent a great deal of gold to procure you. So, let's practice. If a monster comes and attacks, what will you do? Your choices are run towards it, hooves swinging swiftly through the air, or turn tail and run.
Keep an eye out for wolves. Headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Listen, making a pilgrimage of sorts. Perhaps the Greybeards will appreciate that I read their plaques, but I don't have to talk to their supplicants. don't attack my horse. Okay, horse. I brought you this far against my better judgment. You should wait there. I hear a wolf howling.
When people think of wood elves, they usually think of trees.
You've told this one before, Sophie.
I'm a little too embarrassed to say what comes to mind.
Never steal supplications to the gods. At least not recent ones. Eventually they become relics, and the gods will give you relics, if they want. But recent offerings, it's just rude to take them. I'm a bit worried about visibility in this storm. Just about anything could sneak up on us with all this wind and snow. Okay. Just a goat as far as I can tell.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Will do. Seems like this is the kind of overpass? Not overpass. Valley. Where you'd stage an ambush, if you were clever. Kinnereth preserve us. Like that troll. Lydia, that was awfully impressive. For that, you get healed first. Sophie, less impressed with you. Keep your eyes open. Just because we killed one of them doesn't mean there can't be more. Also keep your eyes open because it could have a den with treasure inside. Also keep your eyes open because it's really hard to see up here. I do appreciate Kinnereth's grace, the winds and snows that blow across the face of this mountain. But seriously, for your priest, you couldn't make the weather a little nicer. Looks like fairly easygoing now. At least for the moment. It is nice they put all the steps here, rather than needing to climb up a bare mountain face, or some scarcely created path through hills and stones. Talos be praised. You know, I've been stopping to pray at each of these little shrines, but I haven't read a darned word of any of them. That would explain why I've been moving so far. Oh, so slow.
I've heard of this mystical natural wonder known as the Fountain of Booze. Do you think the stories are true?
Fountain of Booze.
Sure hope so.
Me as well, Sophie.
If I ever
Me as
found
well.
it, I would never go sober again. Well, we made it here alive at least. This place is huge.
It is
I would
big.
hate to have been the ones who built it on the highest mountain in Skyrim of all places.
That wouldn't be particularly fun. I'm with you on that. Let's see what they have to say to me. Greybeard.
A Dragonborn appears.
Here I am.
In the turning of the age.
Sorry. Was taking a sip of my drink. I'm here 'cause you called.
We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Okay.
Dragonborn, it is you.
Sure.
Welcome to High Hrothgar.
I shout really
I
loud.
am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Well, I came because I want to know more about what being a Dragonborn is.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
So I'm not the only Dragonborn.
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Sure. I'm ready to learn what you have to teach, then.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path?
Discipline. Not my strong suit. But I've got a work ethic of sorts.
You have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn.
I'd prefer a more practical lesson,
All
Greybeard.
shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As
No,
you master each word,
I don't
shout will become
I don't much go in for lecture.
Draconian had a baby?
We've been over this.
That would be one
They
ugly
can't
baby.
have a baby.
Throw
They're
means
Argonians are part tree or something.
Combine it with fus, force.
Also,
Focus your
I'm fairly certain that Khajiit need moon sugar or something in order to give birth. Or, I can assume, given how much of it they consume. Okay. Learn this word. At least that's what I think you said.
But learning a word of power is first. You must have constant practice in order to use it in a shout.
Practice.
Well, that is how the rest of us learn.
I suppose I could put in a few hours a day.
You can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly.
Oh.
As part
Oh,
of your
shortcuts.
initiation, Master Iron
Oh, I'm all about
will
the
allow you
shortcuts to
practice
power.
his understanding of role.
Oh. And you can give me shortcuts. Most appreciated. What am I doing now?
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Okay. What targets? Ah. Sorry, Soph.
Well done. Again.
I'm waiting for another target. And there should be a third sometime now.
You learn quickly. Once more.
Sorry, Sophie. Here it comes again.
Use both words if you can.
Ugh. You didn't mention that. Or, I didn't pay attention when you mentioned that. Hard to tell which. There we are.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragon. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Okay. Bori, is that your name? Do you talk?
Those graybeards are a strange bunch. Imagine having to sit there in silence all the time. I
Wait,
just couldn't do it.
they have to...
Struggle staying quiet for
silent?
even a minute.
No,
So what's the point
I
in
agree.
having all that power and not using it? I suppose those graybeards must be getting on a bit, though.
Yes, I agree with you, Sophie. Being silent seems a waste of time. As does having power and not using it. As does walking as slowly as these graybeards do.
You will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you wood, which means whirlwind. Wood.
stare at the word for a while, until it imprints itself on my memory. It's a very disturbing process, just so you know. Oh, and then I need his dragon soul bit. It does taste a lot like a dragon soul, did you know?
Now we will see how quick you are.
And then I just have to prepare myself.
Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn.
You know, I can do it myself. I don't need a demonstration. I get it. You open the gate, you slam them real shut real fast. I have to do that.
Your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Sure. That worked pretty well, doesn't it? Didn't it?
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing.
And disappointing to you, isn't it? Years of training, and all you get is a couple of words, and I have unlimited potential. But not to worry. Thanks for the training. What's next?
You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
So... kill. Go into a dungeon. Kill a little. Works for me.
Got it.
But before I do, I just want to take a brief peek around your ancient monastery and see if there's anything that could help serve the purposes of the Dragonborn. After all, if I understood right, your entire order is at my service.
And she'd go back to their knitting. Soon at his words when it punched him into oblivion. I think he must have been eating soup for quite a while after that. And I bet it wasn't a woman serving it.
Didn't pay attention to your story, Sophie, although I recognized it was another of your colorful anecdotes about your life. Wait, what? Oh. My mind put together that that was Bleeding Crown, which I thought was quite unusual until I remembered Bleeding Crown is just a kind of fungus. Strange how these things go, isn't it, ladies? That didn't feel right. I should not call you ladies. You're my traveling companions, certainly, and you may happen to be female, but that doesn't really make much of a difference when it comes to battle prowess. Nor is it your most defining attribute. That would most certainly be the fact that both of you are fierce warriors. Though, actually, Sophie, I think your defining attribute is your awful sense of humor and constant innuendos. Okay.
This isn't one
For
of those boy meets girl cliches, is it?
I don't know. For an ancient monastery, this is a very boring place. And now we need to make it all the way down the mountain. Though at least this time we have Kinnereth's blessing. And a certain special Dragonborn power. Though I suppose the two of you were lacking that particular advantage. These winds are tedious at best. Really can't hear you, Sophie. Kind of wish I could. It's quite dull just running and... Well, the sprinting bits are quite fun, actually. But the running is dull. Glad I'm not a weak mage, barely making it through here. Okay, for the Greybeards to teach me more, we need to get this horn, it was a horn, of their founder. We also have the trap that we learned about from that note. Additionally, there's a college in Winterhold. Could train us more about being a mage. Oh, speaking of which... Lovely. So, don't have enough mana for that. Suppose we should practice this then. Conjure Familiar. It's a cute little beast, isn't it? That said, training magic is tedious. Also, the beast sounds much like a wolf. Which makes it difficult to ensure we aren't being snuck up on by a pack of wolves. Okay, one more summoning. Then this, and get on my horse.
How many people does it take to screw a chandelier? I don't know, but it could be painful. You know, because you might fall and hurt yourself.
Yeah. Sophie. They're not as charming as you think they are, those sexually charged jokes of yours. Okay. Back to town, and then onward. So, the question now is, what's our next course of action? There's too much happening here to try to go straight to Solitude. I wouldn't want to leave anyway. Is it just me? Or Or do those gentlemen look like they're looking our way? And quite threateningly at that.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
That's me.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. Time to die.
Well, that was quite something. Their equipment is quite nice. Let's see who sent them to assassinate me. Take a wind helm, kill a dragonborn before he reaches Solstheim. Okay. There's another thread that dangles. So, we could go to Solstheim. We could go to the mine. We could find the thing the Greybeards want. Honestly...
All this walking is giving me a front wedgie.
First, it's time to get the horse back. Horse, you need to stop running around. Well, no. You did good. There was a threat, and you ran the other way. Okay. I want to go see this forgotten city. I have written down in my journal that the claw we've got was stolen. At some point, we may want to look into that. Gods, that's a long way. What's there to be done for it, though? Let's take the southern route this time. Perhaps we'll run into something more interesting. Okay, we do want to go this way, and I don't want to deal with the wolf I just heard. That is a bizarre way to twist your neck, dear. Great. can't see a damn thing from up here on the horse. What's happening here? Oh. A second wolf. Glad I can count on the rest of you to have my back when I so completely fail to see the threat. I'm beginning to worry this might not be the right way.
Getting a little thirsty.
But then again, it may. Pass through the mountains is going to be faster than venturing all the way around. And now at least we're heading west. Oh. This is Helgen, isn't it? I can't escape the place. All roads lead to Helgen, it would seem. But that doesn't mean I need to go inside. You'll forgive me if I'm a bit squeamish about reliving the time my head was nearly cut off. Except for those times I actually died and Kinnereth brought me back. Or I came back. I guess I'm not certain it's Kinnereth anymore. Could be a Dragonborn thing. Anyway, actually it would make a lot more sense if it was Akatosh, since he controls time to some extent, and he seems to be the father of Dragonborn. I'm betting that Akatosh is what's bringing me back. Whether it's active divine intervention or just some leftover of the process of creating Dragonborn, guess I'm not sure. You're bandits, aren't you?
That's close enough. I'm warning you. Back off.
Okay. If you're happy enough to let us pass, then I'll do just that.
That's close enough. I'm warning you. Back off.
Don't mean to invade your space. Another wolf, of course.
A fight.
Who are you?
Get him. Kill him.
Huh. Someone who tells someone else to kill me. Not going to do well, all told. Now, who is it that was going to kill me? You shouted as if someone else was there to kill me. Oh. My face is red. Perhaps it was a big misunderstanding. More's the pity for you. This seems like not a misunderstanding, though. Ah, it's good to be in the right. Really, had no choice at all. Wasn't possible to run away or avoid her. I just didn't see her in time. Hey, I always enjoy valuable reading material. Is it just me, or did she try to summon a minion, though? Suppose I must be mistaken. Here's the question, though. Where did my damnable horse go? Sorry, Wolf. Wasn't about to give you the chance to turn on me. Now, somewhere around here... As I was saying, somewhere around here is a house. Can kind of hear the wind whistling through its walls. I think. Anyway, I feel really bad for this guy, and I don't know why. But anyway, we should go there so that we can make sure that that isn't where the murdering drug dealer's accomplices are.
It's about how much of it you spend on me.
Oh, Sophie.
Honest? Although I wouldn't mind a new dress or maybe a necklace.
Skeever. Okay, so I suppose there isn't a house here. There could be, but there isn't. Ah, gods. Now we've got to find our horses. I swear.
Oh, no, you don't.
Next time. Next time I'm in town. Or at least next time I have a moment. I am figuring out a way to whistle for that damned horse. Oh. There we are. Lovely. I can hear the stars calling for me now. Let's see what they say. I would like to be able to cast traps. I feel like that would be useful. horse. Okay, that is just a foolish bird. Oh, there's one of the two. Is this going to be the man's cohort? No, a hunter. Okay, Sophie, there's your horse.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Huh. Skeleton.
Do you have a death wish?
Where are they coming from? I suppose they're gone now. Well, I guess we'll have to look around for the horse a little while longer.